everybody, what's going on? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here, and welcome back to Let's Play some more PGA Tour 2K23. Harrison's waving right over here. He's eating dinner. So, here we go. I haven't played this in a little while. It's been a few weeks, and so today we're going to finish out Tier 3 of the Rivals tier, and we're going to play against Xander Schauffele, since we defeated Lexi Thompson and Justin Thomas already. So we will get a new hat, some shoes, and some currency, which we could always use. Always down with that. And then we're getting pretty close to finishing out our sponsors here, because I think, yeah, this one's at Tier 4, but Nike is at Tier 7, so there's not a whole lot left there. That one's only going to 9. Titleist is at 5, so once we get Nike to all the way up, then we'll move to another one, and then we'll go from there. So, let's, actually, we have some stuff with my player to work with. I have played a couple of times since I recorded last, so we will check that out. I did get this transition one that I'm kind of interested in, just because that timing bonus looks pretty awesome, personally. I don't know what it would necessarily replace, if anything. Actually, I don't think it would replace anything. I think it's actually just pure benefit for me, so let's go right ahead and take care of that. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely take transition over the lie range. We got one of those. Got a couple other small things. Yeah, I played a couple of matches against Matt in my spare time. A couple of which went pretty well. A couple of which went pretty poorly. So we won't talk too far into that one. Did we get? What did we get? You can wear a kilt for serious? That's kind of nuts, actually. I don't know if I'd ever do that. If I unlock one, I'll debate on whether I'm going to do that or not. So, let's play. We're going to play at Scottsdale. I don't know why the difficulty says it's at easiest. I really wish that it wasn't, because I'm fairly certain that I told it to be on hard. So, I don't know, man. You guys were there when I put the difficult up to high. Go finish your dinner, buddy. So, yeah, I got the new season of Unsolved Mysteries got released a couple of days ago, so I'm super pumped about that. I'm on episode 4 out of 5 right now, and on a whole, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say that it's better than the last season of it, but there is one episode in here that's pretty nuts, about like a severed head. And that one, that's probably one of the better ones that the series has had on a whole. So that's pretty good. What are you doing, buddy? You gonna watch?
Yeah, I want to watch because
okay. All right. Well, I have a spectator this evening. All right. It's gonna be a pretty good shot there. So I went golfing for real a few days ago, back on Tuesday this week. I went and played at a course that I've never played at before. Went with a couple of coworkers of mine, and it was pretty awesome, actually. Wait, there we go. I played at a course that was actually really close to where I work, and it was just a little public course. My dad said that he'd played a tournament there before. And so, he's like, yeah, you should go check it out. And so, we went after work on Tuesday and went and played there. And this comes right after I had one of the worst rounds of my adult life, I suppose it would be, where I was out at Cross Creek, and I just had this disgustingly awful round where I think I lost like 18 balls. It was pretty bad. Let's go right here. There we go. Yeah, I had lost like I think like 16 or 18 balls. Like it was really bad. And I just had like no command of any of my clubs. I couldn't hit my drivers to save my life. I couldn't. I could. Oh.
Dad, you almost made it.
I did. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't hit my irons for anything. I mean, I couldn't really do. The only thing that I had any sort of control over at all, surprisingly enough, was my pitching wedge, which is usually kind of a weakness in my game. And it ended up being incredible. It was probably the best round I've ever had with that thing in my entire life. It was pretty nuts. Sit down. This is a weird spot to be in. I think we'll just play it safe and stay here. Okay. Please sit down, buddy. There we go. So yeah, I went and played at this course. I'm just sitting here thinking, I just don't want to get crushed. Like that's the way I'm sitting here thinking about it. Because one of the guys that I was playing against, he plays pretty regularly with his dad. And so I'm sitting here thinking, I've got to have a better showing than the last time I went. Because if that happens, I'm going to get killed. And we had a third person with us who has really only played golf just a few times. Like he's not a regular. Oh, nice shot. And so it's like I can't lose to this guy. Like I've got to at least compete here, because otherwise I'm going to feel pretty bad. Like, not that I'm the best golfer in the world, because clearly I'm not. But I feel like against a pretty casual player, I've got a decent shot. Like, I've been playing, for 30 years, so I would like to think, to a point, I would be okay. And so we go out and we start going, and the thing I'm worried about the most is my driver, because we hit a bucket of balls just to start, and I could not get any loft on any of those clubs. I tried working with my irons to see if I could get any sort of rhythm with them. Couldn't get anything. I tried working with... Oh, God! Oh, man! I almost dunked it. Oh, that was so close. Woo, boy. Oh, that was nuts. Let's see. Let's try right here. Yeah, I couldn't get anything going for any of those. And so I'm sitting here thinking, this is going to be awful. And it actually ended up being okay. I for the first few holes, I had really good command of everything. And it kind of started to evaporate away after a little while. But I had like 3 shots that I was actually about 4 or 5 that I was super proud of. I had one drive on like the 7th hole that was just like, it was a pretty narrow fairway, and it was kind of like angled, because the tee box was kind of off to the side, and the fairway kind of angled in a weird way. And so I was like, as long as I can hit this one straight, because I had like 3 holes in a row where I was just shanking it all over the place. I was like, if I can just hit this one straight, I'm going to feel pretty good about where I'm going. And so I teed up for it, and I just bombed one right down the middle of the fairway. It was great. I felt awesome about that one. I had one putt that I was super proud of. There was this one hole where the green was just this fucking nightmare scape. I mean, it was just looking at it. As soon as I made it onto the green, I was like, what the hell is this? This course had so much more difficult greens than the ones that I have normally played. And so when I got onto it, I had just this really, really tricky setup for it. But I had this one putt where I read it just perfectly, and I really needed to save bogey, just because I was afraid that if I missed this putt, I was going to end up like 3-putting, because it was going downhill, and it was like the angle of the green was just just a nightmare. And I sunk it, and it was awesome. So I felt really good about that one. I had a couple of punch shots from near the trees that usually if I'm using like 2 or 3 or 4 irons for anything, it's usually a bad time. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go for it. I'm probably not going to like it because I've been historically awful with my 3 iron and my 4. But I lined up for it, and I ended up punching one out right between like 3 or 4 trees, and I rolled it about, I don't know, about 40, 45 yards, and it rolled right up onto the green about 6 feet away from the pin. I was like, holy shit. It was so awesome. I loved it. It's those types of moments, man. And I was talking with my coworker about this because we were trying to give our friend pointers about like different clubs that he should use in certain situations and such, and he was getting kind of frustrated because he had just some shots that just weren't really going the way that he planned for it. But he had a couple of really great shots where as soon as he hit it, he got like the glow in his face, and we're like, that's exactly why golf is great. Ooh, man, he almost put that one in. Holy smokes. And we're like, this is the part about golf that makes it worth it every time, is that you could have 100, 200 just garbage shots in a row, but all it takes is just that one shot where you make a great putt, or you have a great chip, or you have that perfect drive where you get the nice loud ping and you get to watch it sail up into the air and it goes right down the middle and it's exactly what you wanted. Like, those are the shots in golf that will always keep you coming back for more. And that's how it is for me. I've had so many times where I've had just a terrible round, but I get that one shot where I was just like, whoa, awesome. Man, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted. There's just something about that with golf that I don't really feel like you experience with any other sport. Like, obviously you can have, you can have that moment where you have a crazy shot in basketball, or, like a great home run in baseball. But there's just something to be said in golf where you have just that perfect shot or that perfect putt in a situation where you never would have thought that you were going to get it. And just like that shot of dopamine and that shot of just joy and elation that you get out of it. There's nothing like it, man. There's just it is a unique thing. But yeah, so it came down to the final hole. I was down by 1 stroke, and I had a pretty rough tee shot, but I had a pretty good follow-up shot. I punched it onto the green, and then I made my putt to save par. And the guy that was ahead of me, he got up onto the fringe in 2, and he made a really risky choice that he was gonna try to putt from the fringe, and he was a little bit further away than I would have been comfortable doing that with. But he tried it anyways because he had a rough time with his pitching wedge in like chipping up onto the green. And so he's like, I think I feel more comfortable with my putter right now, but it's a risky shot. And so he went to putt, and he put way too much into it, and the thing sailed by the pin. And then he ended up 3-putting, and I ended up winning by 1 because of that. And it was a great round. It was a lot of fun. It was like a par 36 course, so not a terribly difficult one. The par 36 course, and I shot a 48, I think it was. So compared to the way that I played the round before, to shoot a 12 over, and I think I don't. Okay, that was weird. It didn't release, even though I had let go of the button. To have shot a round like that, where I didn't have any holes where I shot over a 6, I think, was a huge accomplishment for me. That was a really big confidence booster that I needed for my game. So I'm really looking forward to the next time I get to play. Meanwhile, we are blazing in here. I kind of just went off on a tangent about that whole thing. And, yeah, meanwhile, we are cooking in this right now. Had it not been for that one missed putt, we would be basically perfect right now.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
I'm thinking we put this, like, right here. Ooh, boy. Yep. Let's give it a shot. There we go.
Clubbing up, smart. Gotta control it, though. Let's see.
Oh, come on. Just a little bit to the left. Eee. I'll take the lie for sure.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, God, okay. I thought for a second there that I under-aimed it.
Move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
That's a long putt. Holy crap. Is he going to sink it? Whew. I did have one putt during that round. It was a pretty long putt, and it was one where I was like, I can't really get a good read on this hole. And so I think I'm just gonna kind of just send it and see what happens, and just hope for the best, because it was kind of uphill, and it broke to the left a little bit, and I just really couldn't seem to get a good line on it. But I was like, I'm gonna go for it, and so I hit it, and I put it. It was like a 25-foot putt. I think I put it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches away. And so it was another really good one. I think I need to do this right there. I think I may have. I think I under-aimed though. I mean, hey, if I can land it 5 feet away every single time, I'm certainly not going to be mad at it. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, we're already in the lead here, so this is good.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards, and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on.
Let's go here.
About 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Looks like they put a good pass on that.
Perfect. Feeling pretty good about it. All right.
Sitting at 9 under, currently in the lead.
I think right there might be the move. Ooh. Come on.
For the 9-iron.
I'm feeling good about it. Oh, maybe not. Wow, that actually moved over a lot more than I thought it would, considering that our aim was straight down the middle. That 1 mile an hour wind really did a lot there.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Let's go like there. I think that might be the move. Oh yeah! Oh! Wow, I'm playing with fire there. I didn't want to use the putting line though. I'm trying really hard to not rely on that if I don't have to.
Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
There's no way he sinks this. There's no way. Oh man, it's a great shot though.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Well, at least we know that John Rahm's not going to compete with us here. He's already done with his round. But Ryan Armour's he's still got a few holes to try to make some ground on us.
Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is
How about right here?
pushed.
I don't think I put the backspin on. Did I do that? I don't remember if I did or not. I guess we'll find out one way or the other. Boy, that is right on line. Get in there! Ooh, that is a tricky, tricky shot. Oh, boy. Let's... Yeah. We're gonna go for it. Oh.
So close.
Yep, I thought maybe it would break a lot at the end there.
Once made
Not
all
quite, though.
400 plus
That's okay, though.
points
I will
inside
still
for
take
a
it.
fit on the PGA Tour.
There we go.
Work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Leading
Ooh, Ryan Armour's coming after me. He's not going to go down without a fight, and I appreciate that.
the closing 9 at TPC.
I at least have to
It's par 5
think a little bit here before
558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that
before we
water
put this
hazard
thing to bed here.
or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green.
There we go.
Just laying it back
Yeah, I
to
actually,
around 100,
from the course that I went to, they had like this little like course guidebook, and I've never even thought to look at these at places that I go play. Is they had a like a little course guidebook that gives you like a diagram of the hole, and then like a little description about like what is on the hole and like recommendations on how you should play it. Like that's actually a really cool thing for the clubhouse to do. And I don't know if they all do that or not, but for this course to do that, I thought was actually a really awesome thing. And it gave me an idea too, because I have Sid Meier's Sim Golf, which is one of my favorite old PC games, by the way, where you can build your own golf courses and stuff and then play on them. And I thought, now that I have like a course diagram, I could actually probably build a really crude like representation. Oh no! Oh, I should have pulled the pin. I don't know. I don't know if it would have let me pull the pin or not because I wasn't technically on the green. But oh, I should have pulled the pin there. I would have had that thing in the bag. Oh. But yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I could probably put together some sort of little thing there, and then maybe play on it. The downside is I don't know if I would be able to get that to work with OBS or not. I'd have to try, maybe. That is a game that I love so much. That was one of my favorites. I've always been a big guy on... yes, it is. I've always been a big guy for like Tycoon Simulator kind of things. And then especially with ones like that where you can build golf courses and stuff. Don't worry, buddy. One of these days you'll be driving the ball 300 and something yards.
Sitting up
Well,
here
I'm
from
on
about
his as
160
far as you
yards.
Maybe I can do it maybe when I'm a little kid. Because, you know, little kids can actually...
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
I don't know if little kids are hitting 350 yards, though, buddy. But who knows? Maybe you'll be the first one. Oh, no! Oh, so close, man. I've been dancing with the crab man on a couple of those. I really have. Of course, he gets the job done. He's channeling the wizard. I can't quite get there though. So close, just 3 feet away. All right. 530 yards. Oh boy, that's a long haul. But we're gonna get it. I think I might have to check in with the Olympics coverage after I'm done with this. This is the time of year, man. Or at least, you know, when the Olympics comes around, I gotta get in on all of it. I am a sucker for Olympics mania. I know for a lot of people, like it's not their thing, but I'm all about it. And that, especially now that they're starting to do the track and field events, now I'm really in. That's always been my favorite part of it. Obviously, like I love the swimming stuff. The swimming events are great. I love watching Team USA basketball. I love Team USA golf. But track and field is the spot. Like that's where it's all at. I love watching people run super fast. I love watching the decathlon, and just like all of those events are just super fun. Like the pole vault and even like the shot put, because the American guy, I think, has the world record.
When you put yourself into contention as often as
oh boy,
you're just
this is going to be tricky, but I'm going to go right
back in the pack, shoot a great
right
round,
here, I
you
think.
might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case, but
He's going for it. Oh, there it is. So, and it's nice too that like it's really nice having the prime time thing that NBC has, so that you can actually just watch the recaps of it. But it's also nice that it's in a country where like the live footage of it isn't all going on at like 2 a.m. Even though in my case it's not a horrible thing because I go to work at, you know, my shift starts at 3:30 in the morning, so it's really not the worst scenario for me. But I actually got to stream a little bit of it while I was at work today, so that was actually pretty cool. Whereas when it was like the Winter Olympics one was in a place where like I had no way to be able to stream that and watch it, and so I had to rely on the primetime thing. But I also haven't had cable, and so but I did find a streaming outlet that I can at least get some of that stuff. So it's good.
This one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother.
Did he just say a smelly spot on the golf course? What the hell does that even mean? Is that supposed to be like a waste management, like a joke or something? I don't know if that's like a golf term that I just don't know, but that was weird. Okay. I might be over-aiming this. Or you might be right on the money. There we go. 15 under.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, we definitely kind of ran away with this one. As I sort of expected, I suppose.
A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find to the left.
Okay.
But if you're short right,
I mean, we're definitely going to drive the green here.
really push for the title.
Let's try this.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous.
I'm just afraid of it, like, rolling too far. But then again... Oh, no. That's a long putt. Maybe I should have put a little bit of forward English on that.
The power play, you gotta love it.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick.
So that's how Happy Gilmore feels in every tee box of that movie. Just driving the green every time.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Oh boy.
Putting for eagle.
That's a long one.
Sounds good.
Okay, so it's really tame to begin with, but then it gets pretty hardcore at the end. I'm thinking right here. Hopefully. I don't think I hit that hard enough. Come on. Come on. Oh! Let's go! Oh, yeah! That's probably the best putt I've ever made in this game. That was nuts. And I did it without the putting assistant too. So let's fucking go. Man, I really thought that I was off on that. That's what's up, man. I'm digging it.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
All right. Well, we definitely made up for a couple of the pars that we had. Because I think we had, what, 2 of them during the course of this? But we have had a couple of eagles to make up for it. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, thank God I didn't shank that too hard. That is a weird sand trap over there. What the hell is that? It looks like a rack of ribs. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a sand trap that has, like, segments like that. That was really odd.
Massive drive there. Holy cow.
Okay. Let's, I don't know why it does that with club selection. We'll where it goes just like way, way out there, even though I only changed one club. I'm thinking, let's go right here. It does look like it's going downhill a little bit, so maybe that'll help me out. If I overshoot this just a tiny bit.
It's like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
All
Nice
right.
putt for him to win the event.
For the last one, huh? I'm thinking, let's go right here.
Looking good.
Oh. Ah! Oh, man. Not only did we really missed that.
All right, let's
Man, that
see
sucks.
himself and knock this one in to claim the title.
All right. Well, let's make up for it.
Good looking putt.
There's no way I'm missing 2 of them in a row. There we go. Man. What did you do, Harrison? All I heard was like this thud. Did you hit your head on something? Over there. Well, you got to be careful, buddy.
That was impressive.
You do that too hard again, you're gonna forget how to do math. You all right? Okay. Hey, why don't you go sit down for a minute, buddy? I think you need to take a break. You were, I don't know what you were doing over there, but you were swinging hard as hell. So just give yourself a break for a minute, all right, buddy?
That was a high quality performance under all that.
I could see out of like the peripheral of my eye over here that I think that he was trying to putt with something, because he doesn't have we don't have any golf clubs in here, and so he uses just whatever he can get his hands on to use it as a putter. And so he was swinging something around. I couldn't tell what it was specifically. Oh yeah, we're almost at tier 9 for Nike. We're moving, and then all of a sudden I just hear this boom. And I was like, that can't be good. Yeah, but he's no worse for the wear. There's no bloodshed, no broken anything, so that is good. Oh wow, there was a tie for 3rd. Interesting. All right, well, we did it, guys. Got ourselves some new balls here. We got some new shoes. I'm kind of digging the red, white, and blue deal there. Actually, if I wasn't wearing what I was wearing, I'd go for it. I do like the hat there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take all those things. So, oh, that's right, yep. Oh, are there only 2 people for this tier? That's interesting. Ben Hogan making his weekly call, as he always does. Bridgestone. Bridgestone are thrilled to offer you a sponsorship deal for our clubs. Well, you will hear from me when I am ready. Mizuno is such a weird one for clubs. Like, I think of Mizuno and I think of like soccer gear. But I don't know, maybe they're a lot bigger in the golf game than I thought. So, the Genesis Invitational, I think, didn't that just happen recently? I feel like that one happened fairly recently at the Riviera. Okay, well, we got Brooke Henderson and Colin Morikawa for this wave. And then let's check this out. We got a skill point. Okay, so let's check this out. Where do we want to go with this? I'm not super worried about our iron play, but I don't think it would. It's the only thing that we've only leveled up once, so I think it might not be a bad thing to do something here. Timing boost. I'm not really worried about timing boost. Flight boost. I'm assuming the shaping part of it. Let's see. Can they tell us what all of these mean? That's really what I'm more intrigued with here. Okay, that didn't really give me what I needed, but that is fine. You know what? I'm gonna say let's take this. I'm hoping that maybe that will help with maybe like our backspin that we use a lot. Maybe that'll have something to do with it. It may have absolutely nothing to do with it, but I'm going to go off of that pretense and see if maybe that helps me out a little bit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're using the... I think when we started this, we were using Greensman, but I did change to Powerhouse because I wanted that extra power. And it seems like it's been paying off pretty well. We did sacrifice some things in timing and like putt path, but we have been doing pretty well with that overall. So I'm not really losing too much sleep over it. So I think we're gonna stick with everything that we've got here. Let's check our locker really quick, since we did get some new apparel. Let's see how it looks. I'm kind of digging the red Callaway hat, actually. I don't know if I want to change away from what we're wearing right now. It'll look a little too Christmassy if I start wearing green and red together. So I think we'll stick with that. Maybe we'll go with the new shoes, though. I do want to see them. Is that... I guess that would be these ones up here. They are pretty clean, though. I am liking it. I think when we get a different outfit to work with, though, then we'll revisit that. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to stop right here. So when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play PGA Tour 2K23, we're going to do the Genesis Invitational. We only have 2 rivals this time, so we'll decide between Colin Morikawa and Brooke Henderson for that, and then we'll keep working our way towards getting that Nike sponsorship up to 9. So until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So you take it easy, and I'm going to go make some dinner, and I'm going to watch some the Olympics coverage. So have a good one, everybody. USA! USA!